Hey guys, Kobe from UberShape. Today we're talking all things juices, smoothies, and everything in between. We're going to chat about the purpose of a smoothie and a juice, timing, calories, why you'd have it, detoxing, recovery, and meal replacement is generally the three reasons on why we have a juice or a smoothie. First of all, let's figure out the difference. A smoothie is generally something that you put powder into, or some people make ice creams or whatever, and a juice is where you push your fruit or your veggies through a juicer and it comes out into a liquid form with no fiber. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that because you actually lose a lot of the goodness which is also attached to the fiber. You need that fiber to go through your body. And then depending on what you're doing, sometimes you'll go to the juice bar and they'll push all the veggies and all the fruit and all this comes out as a really sweet juice, which tastes amazing, don't get me wrong. But you're missing out on all the goodness which comes along. And your body naturally needs that to digest those sugars so it doesn't elevate your blood sugar. So let's look into, first of all, the purpose, okay? Why are you gonna have this juice or smoothie? Number one, to detox, okay? Maybe you're feeling a bit gluggy, you're feeling like you need to get your endorphins, get your energy happening, okay? So if you're maybe too acidic or you've been eating the wrong types of foods, having some sort of green drink is really good. Now I've got a couple of samples and ideas here that you guys can take away. And this is out of our nutrition plan. So this here is our anytime smoothie. This is a really good way to get lots of greens in first thing in the morning, okay? The one that I really like here, we use cucumber, ginger, lemon, and a little bit of apple in there. Let me flick over so I can find it. So it's the green juice, okay? Another way that you can get something green into your system at the start of the day is by getting it in a powdered concentrated form, which these guys at More Life do. This is a really good way. You just add a couple of teaspoons to your water, mix it up, whack it down, and straight away you've got all of the nutrients that you need to alkaline the body. It's quite a good flavor, that one. Definitely I prefer the homemade one where you're putting all the fiber in there and you know where the ingredients have come from. This one here is just a great top up and another way that you can get it in depending on where you're at and what's achievable for you that day. So that's detoxing. Now to recover, okay? This is definitely something we're gonna have after training. So maybe this is our protein powder for some of us, or maybe we're adding some other goodness to it to add some more nutrients, okay? So that's for recovery, okay? Now recovery one could look like just plain protein powder, or it could look like maybe you're adding a little bit of nut butter, you're adding some other fruits to it, you're adding a banana. So a great way to get some sugars in after training could be in your post-workout shake, okay? I put fuel here because sometimes you want to have one before you train. Maybe you're coming, you just haven't quite planned your day properly, or you might have had a meal at 2 o'clock and you're training at 4 o'clock and you want something in your stomach. And that's where you can have like a half smoothie just to get something in your tummy, and it's not gonna make you feel funny or your body's not going to digest it while you train. Number three, a meal replacement. Now this is something that you do to miss a meal, not miss a meal, but to replace some whole foods, okay? Now I've heard so many different ways that people do this, which is amazing, and you can basically chuck whatever you want in there. Whatever you're willing to drink, you can chuck in there and call it a meal replacement. My favorite is definitely the breakfast blast. We go frozen avocado, protein powder, and blueberries. Add almond milk or water to that, it tastes really good. That's a really good meal replacement if maybe you know that you can't quite, you're in between classes, or you just don't have time to make lunch that day. Whip out the breakfast blast, frozen avocado, blueberries, protein powder, blitz it up, get that down, and you're getting a whack load of awesome nutrients. The fats from the avocado is going to give you a nice sustained energy rise. And the protein's also going to help recovery. The blueberries add to the flavor, so it's a really good one to have. So that's one there. We call that the breakfast blast. It's amazing. So that's your purpose. So why are you having it? Be careful the ones that you get out and about and they just chuck so many ingredients in there, because it's really easy to get to the calories high, which we'll get to soon. Timing, detox one, the best time is any time, but if you can have it first thing in the morning, that's optimal. Recovery, post-training, so as soon as you put down those dumbbells, as soon as you jump off the bike, if you can get some protein powder in here with some water, a banana or a piece of fruit, that's awesome. So that's your recovery one. And then meal replacement, obviously that's at a time that suits you best, where it's in between your other meals and you can't quite get a whole meal in, or a whole sort of substancy meal in. So that's the replacement. Now calories. Calories, let's look into that one. Some of our shakes, and we'll run through a high calorie one soon, like the detox one, it's very low calorie, probably talking 50 calories max, okay? It's only got half an apple. We're looking at cucumber, which is very, like maybe 15 calories. Very fibrous, so you're getting a lot of the density is coming in fiber. Ginger, nothing. A little bit of lime in there, fresh lemon, hardly any calories at all. So very low for the detoxing ones. Full of nutrients though. Recovery, the calories are getting up. Protein powder, you know, you're looking around 30 to 60 calories per scoop, depending on the brand. And then we're here to the meal replacement one. So this one here is getting up around the 200 to 300 calorie, depending on how much avocado, how much blueberries, how much protein powder. As we head towards the meal replacement ones, so these ones can have a lot more calories. I'm going to show you an example in here. Okay, now this one here is a very high calorie one. We've got nut butter, we've got cottage cheese, we've got oats, we've got berries. Okay, so this one can shift up around the 5 to 7 or 800 calories, depending on how far you fill it. Okay, so think about how many calories are you going to push into there, and that just comes back to the purpose. Am I having it post-training? Do I need more calories, or is it something small that I'm just going to have as a meal replacement? So you find that in between mark. So that sort of wraps up all about smoothies and juices and the best time to have them for you guys. So your purpose, why am I having it? Your timing, the best time to have it. Your calories, how much is actually in it and how much do I need to get out of it. Make sure you're not having too little or too less. Always judge it off your energy expenditure for the day. If you've done a huge amount of activity, then you need more calories. If you haven't, bring the calories back. Very simple. So that wraps it up. If you are interested in our guide, we've got plenty of these which you can download or buy from our app. And this alkaline ingredients that we also sell, which is awesome. So get the nutrients into your body. Smoothies and juices are a great way to do it. Remember, with the juices, try and keep the fiber, mix it up in the bullet, so you're keeping all those good nutrients so the body can move through and do what it needs to do, which is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that and got some value. Comment below if you have any questions. Look forward to seeing you soon.